Hello everybody, it is Malox the Mastodon, and today we are going to be talking about armor. Now, armor, this isn't the same place as I was last time, is it? Armor is a little bit weird, but I mean it's still important. So first, let's talk about defense points and how they work. So, if I go into survival and give myself leather boots, it gives me 1 defense point. And if I were to have full diamond armor, it would give me 20. Now, the equation for this is damage reduction is 4% for each defense point. So if you have 1 defense point, you're taking 4% damage reduction. If you have 20, you're taking 80, and I should mention that it caps at 80%. Not that you can get over 80%. Well, you can in damage reduction, but not in defense. In the defense part of damage reduction, because there is a second part that I'll talk about after I just do some of this. So if I have full diamond armor on, like I said, I have 20 defense points, which is 80% damage reduction. So if I take 5 damage, I'll only take 20% of it. So I'll take 1 damage. And this doesn't work with a few things. It doesn't work with fall damage. It doesn't work with potions. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work with fire. It doesn't work with freezing. And there's also a bit of a flaw with this, which I'll talk about after I talk about protection. So protection is an enchant, obviously, that you put on your armor. Now, it's pretty much the same as defense, except it's a different thing. My mic's probably being bad here, cause yeah. But if you have like protection 1 on 1 piece of your armor, then you're gonna get an extra 4% damage reduction. If you have protection 4 on all of your armor, you're gonna get 16 for each piece and 64 for all of them. So you can't actually reach the cap of 80 this way, but I'll talk about something else in a minute. I'm gonna explain how they add on to each other, because defense you have like 20% damage you're taking because you have 80% damage reduction times your 36%. It'll give you like 7.2% damage you're taking from defense like things, because protection actually counts for fire, all the things I mentioned when I was over there. And that's because protection, there's many kinds of protection. Protection is a generalized, where it includes all of them, but there's also fire protection, blast protection, projectile protection, and feather falling, which are all in here. But so the equation for the other ones minus feather falling is 8% times the level, and it caps at 80%. So you can have like a full amount of protection from one of those, but you can't get it for everything, because fire protection's only gonna count for the fire, and blast protection's only gonna count for like TNT and stuff. So even though you can have like full 80%, I think protection's better. Feather falling has a different equation and works differently. I don't believe it has a cap, and feather falling you can put on things with protection, and they go together, so it's kind of like how these go together, if you know what I mean. Like if you're already taking 80% less, or you're only taking 20%, and now you're taking 52%, so like 20% times 52% is like, I don't know, 10% of fall damage, which also counts for ender pearls, because the ender pearl's falling or something. I don't know why it does that. But moving away from the enchants, there is a flaw to the defense, which is really big attacks like an end crystal. I'm not sure how much damage an end crystal does. I know it does like 100 in hard mode, but we're not in hard mode. So this shouldn't kill me, right? Because I have 20 health and it does less than 100 damage. And let me just heal up. Like that. But it kills me. Which, since it's doing under 100 damage and I'm taking only 20%, it would do less than 20 damage, which would mean that it wouldn't kill me. But it does because of something called armor penetration, which is, oh, here's my stuff from my failed explanation of this. Armor penetration, which basically means attacks that do a lot of damage, your armor doesn't work on them as much. I haven't found any equation for this, and I would assume it would be kinda weird. But there is something to combat this in armor. In diamond armor and netherite armor, you get armor toughness, which kinda stops this. And this is why netherite armor is better than diamond steel, even without the knockback resistance, because it gives you this extra armor toughness. And if I were to end crystal myself with netherite armor, I might still die, but I'll take less damage. Yeah, it's still too much damage there. Maybe I mean, it's only 4% or 4 more armor toughness. Shields and axes, I guess I'll talk about the shield. Pretty straightforward. You hold it and it blocks the area a little bit more than the area that it shows, and you can't get attacked, which is kinda OP, except your shield breaks. And there's also a mechanic where if you have an axe and you like attack the shield, then your shield will get stunned for a few seconds. Which I want to talk about the axe because of something I probably should have mentioned in the last video. Even if you have like 2 axes for PvP, you still, like one for PvP and one for like building and stuff, you still want to put efficiency 5 on this axe because it gives you a higher chance of stunning the shield. The equation for that is like, normally it's like a 25% chance, and I think it's like something like this. Basically what I mean by this one is efficiency 1 doesn't do anything and all the other ones add like 5%. So you would have 45% chance to stun a shield if you have efficiency 5, where it'll only be 25% if you have no efficiency or efficiency 1.